The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning to everybody. This is Alicia Ciffer. I am glad to start the first webinar on the RBM training of trainers for UN women. As I said, my name is Alicia Ciffer. I'm the training program coordinator of the UN Women Training Center. As you know, the training center is located in Santo Domingo, and we're working together with the Arab states, the Central Asia, Central Europe and Asia, and the West Africa regional offices, and PPGU in headquarters for this training course in RBM for UN women staff from these regions. So welcome all. This is a first introductory webinar where we will be looking at what the course will be about and what the site, what the requirements, what the activities will be, the objectives, and also what the e-learning campus will look like so that it is easier for everybody to participate. So first of all, let me go a little bit through how the webinars work. And also about the RBM training of trainers, and I will also introduce everybody who will be involved in this course as well. So about the webinars, first of all, you have received an invitation. That's how you access the webinar tool and platform that is called GoToWebinar. It's always easier if we can connect with time so that we make sure that everything works well. And we will be able to ask questions through the question function that you can see in the right side of your screen. You can write the questions and we will be taking the note of them to respond to them afterwards, towards the end of the webinar. We will also be recording this webinar, and it will be available in the e-learning campus in the site of the course. So if you miss any of the webinars or you want to go through them again, it's always very easy to do so. Okay, so this is a joint collaboration between the training center, the Arab States regional office, the Europe and Central Asia regional office, and the West and Central Africa regional office, together with program planning and guidance unit in headquarters. The objective of the course is to strengthen capacity of the UN women staff, not just the Arab States staff, but of all the regions mentioned, to deliver training on results-based management to UN women staff and partner organizations. This means that we will be looking at the RBM principles, the UN Women RBM principles, and how RBM takes place in UN Women, but we will also be going into how to train, how training cycle works, and how the process of training develops so that we can deliver training to partners and to other staff ourselves. What will happen during this course, what the timeline will be? First of all, we will be, you know that we have to do a needs assessment. This is very important and very useful so that we know more about what the specific capacity needs are and what the learning styles are as well. Most of you have already completed this needs assessment. If you haven't done it, please note that it will be available until December 8. The reason why we want you to do this is that before December 8 is that we need to look at what will happen about what the needs are to adjust to the for the whole course and especially the face-to-face workshop. So from December 5, that is today, till the 9th, which is on Friday, and over through the weekend, we have the first week of RBM. We have some presentations that will be taking place that will be included during this week, a quiz, and an online forum. Each week has all these elements. It has some reading materials, which for RBM, these are some PowerPoint presentations. It has a quiz where we test our knowledge, and it has a forum for discussion between all participants and facilitators on the topics. The first forum will be with Alethea and Elena, so we will be exchanging knowledge with them. They will be posing questions, and we all have to have some participation in this process. For the second week of RBM, we also have some presentations, we have some reading materials, and we have a quiz and a forum with Fumia and Florence. This happens between December 12 to 16. But as we all know, there's a holiday season in many parts of the world, and we will, to adjust better to the calendar, we will have the third week, which will be on training methodologies, from January 9th to the 13th of January. During this week on training methodologies, we will be looking at materials developed by the Training Center on training methodologies. These are the training manual, where we will study the training cycle. We will also be reading other documents that help us set and define what training is. We will also be having a quiz and an online forum with that will be moderated by me. During this week, we will start to prepare training sessions for the face-to-face workshop. We will let you know more about this, because as this is a training of trainers, it is a part of the activities is to prepare training sessions and deliver them. So it's a practice session that we can build on training skills. So the face-to-face workshop will be happening from the 23rd, sorry, there is a mistake here, I apologize, from the 23rd of January to the 29th. This is 2017, and this will happen as in Istanbul.
Sorry, so, Alicia, it's
yes.
23 to 27. Sorry to interrupt, just to not cause confusion.
Okay,
23rd
thank you very
to
much.
27 of Jan.
23 to 27. Okay, perfect. So, so one moment, please. So 23 to 27 in Istanbul, we will be having a very hands-on training. One more thing, we don't have an online week on RMS, but RMS will also be part of this training. And during the face-to-face workshop in Istanbul, we will have one day to work with Navin from headquarters, Navin Haram, on RMS. It will be a very hands-on training, so we would ask you to bring your laptop or a laptop so that you can log in for this workshop. The laptop will probably be useful along the training. I mean, not just for the RMS, but for the RMS it's really, really important that we can each have our own laptop. This will be a very interactive session. So you are seeing now a screenshot of the results-based management training of trainers. You have probably already been to the e-learning campus, but what I will do is I will move away from this presentation and I will show you in my own screen. You should be seeing it now. Can you see the online platform now in the screen? Can you please confirm?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. So this is our online platform for the course. You see that the first part here is the introduction. You have the full introduction with all the timelines and all the different reading materials. You will see that you have PowerPoints in each week. Let's see, I will go into it now. So here it is. You have the full list of facilitators, and week 1 on RBM is now available. So you have the course modules in English, in French, and in Arabic. So I will go into the course modules in English. You see that they're all PowerPoint presentations that are available on Introduction to Results-Based Management, Problem and Context Analysis, Results Chain. You can download each one. And the idea is that each participant goes through them at their own pace through the week that they are available. So during week 1, we would have to look at the 7 PowerPoints that are the reading materials for week 1. So you see that you have the whole PowerPoint presentation. You can go through it, take down notes, and make use of the forum to pose questions. I mean, there will be some questions that we will be posting here in the discussion forum, but it's also a place where you can write down your own concerns, questions, and doubts that you might have to the facilitators. When you are done with all this by the end of the week, you can complete quiz 1, which that you can let's see, I'll show you a preview of the quiz. See, it's a multiple choice in general or true or false. And then that will guide you also on how you are regarding the learning process. So after week 1, week 2 will become available. You probably cannot see it, but it's the same process. And week 3 will come alive on the 9th, from the 9th to the 13th of January. So we will also be habilitating RMS forum where everybody can post their questions on RMS here. I will be starting this when we finish our introductory email today. You also see here in the right side of the screen messages from the moderator. We will be posting announcements, messages on events that are happening, and you also you will receive a notification in your own email. And you will also be seeing there's also a calendar on upcoming events that we will also be including everything there. So you have the list of all the facilitators here, and so that if you have any questions, you can also, it will guide you in who you have to contact. We will have a week 4 face-to-face part also, that where we will be uploading also all the documentation for the face-to-face session as well. We also have an announcement session where we will be posting any announcements that we have, and we also have here the needs assessment. In case you haven't completed, you can click here and complete it. It's very quick and you can finalize very easily. So we invite you to go into the platform and navigate it and go around it. If you have any problems or any difficulties logging in or accessing the different parts, don't hesitate to write to me or also to Thomas Traplan. He's e-learning support for the training center, and we'll be happy to respond to any questions. There's also a help desk available that you can access through the platform, and we can also help you through that tool. Okay, so just to go back to our presentation, there's some requirements for obtaining the certificate. So the certification requirements are to first respond to the needs assessment, to complete the 3 quizzes and obtain at least 80% of the good responses, to respond at least 3 questions in the forum. I mean, participants have to have a substantive contribution in the forums, not just introducing themselves, but contributing with something substantial, and also participate in the face-to-face training that includes the preparation and delivery of training sessions that will be done in group and that will have time to prepare together, and you will have guidance and support from the whole team. So, okay, so as I said before, we have participants from regional office of the Arab states, from Europe and Central Asia, from West and Central Africa, and our facilitators and resource persons, and I will name them and then give them an opportunity to introduce themselves as well, are Alicia Jimenez from the Arab States Regional Office, Fumie Nakamura from Europe and Central Asia, Shane Shields, Elena Marcelino, and Navin Haran from PPTU, and we also have Manal Venkirane and Lemonia Falkeru from Arab States and East and from Europe and Central Asia. She's not here, but we also have Florence Hamimi from the West and Central Africa regions. So, Alethea, would you like to say a few words or and introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you. So welcome everyone to the training that it's finally taking place after 6 months of trying. I'm glad that we're making this happen finally. Because we know, just one thing I wanted to add is that we know it's a busy time of the year. So, you know, we're hoping that everybody completes their first 2 weeks as planned, but there's also going to be time for you to catch up, you know, after the 15th, if you're here, if you're not on holidays. So just make sure that all of your quizzes and everything is completed, because that's really important. And if you have, we will send the logistics note hopefully by the end of this week. So we're hoping that everybody can make their plans, travel plans or anything before close of books, because I know there were some budget implications. So just give us a few more days and we'll try to send that out. I think that's it from my end.
Thank you, Alethea. Fumie, would you like to join us and introduce yourself and say a few words? We can't hear you, Fumie. I don't know if you're, there you are.
Hello. Hi everyone. This is Fumi from Istanbul, based in UN Women ECA Regional Office. I'm another regional planning coordination specialist, so we'll be supporting this online session as well as a face-to-face session in Istanbul. So we look forward to working with you all.
Thank you very much. Elena Marcelino has tried to join us, but I understand she has had some difficulties, technical difficulties to join. She's from PPGU in New York in headquarters, so she will also be joining together with Shane and Navim on RPM and RMS. Okay, so we now have a space for questions. I don't know if there are any specific questions or points for clarification that you would like to ask. Please write them through the chat section. I don't know if there are any other things that you would like to clarify also, Alethea and Fumie. You know that we have some time to catch up also during the holiday season. That is a little bit easier if you are staying and not taking holidays, of course. Okay.
Question from here in the regional office.
Okay, perfect.
Hi, this is Hisham. Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, everything's great. My question is about the quizzes.
Yes.
I'm just thinking, if we selected any wrong answer or something, will it show to us that answer is wrong, or?
Yes, yes. The answers should come out, and there's guidance on the correct answer.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay. It's mostly a learning process, so it's mostly for us to assess ourselves and to know what we have to look into a bit more, no? Let me check if there are other questions. Okay, here there's one question on no, the quiz will be available as of Friday, and it will stay available because I know Friday is a holiday for the Arab States region, so you will be able to log in on Sunday and finish by then. There's no problem with that. And also each week will stay available afterwards fully, so that you can respond to it. And you can update, finalize anything anything pending. Okay, I see that Elena is online. I would like to respond, maybe Alethea or Fumia, you can respond on the invitations for visa purposes that case Al Jaziri is asking.
So in terms of the invitations, thanks for asking that. So Lemonia had previously emailed everyone just to get their passport details during the first round in August. There have been some changes in participants from Jordan and perhaps other country offices. So for those offices who have not yet sent their details, Lemonia will email you to get your passport details. So we will send the letters along with the logistics note by the end of this week. We'll just need Fumi's support to make sure they're signed, but we have drafted everybody's letter, so in case that you need visa processed, you just use your letter. It will have your name and passport number and everything, so it's personalized to you in case you need it like that.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Alethea, on that
Actually, let me pass it to Lemonia so she can clarify on the visa issue, perfect. So you can also contact her.
Perfect.
Hello, everyone. So about the invitation letters, what we did before for Jordan was to, yeah, I know. We had individual names, the names of each and every one that needed visa, and then we had a general invitation letter for the ones that. Can you hear me?
Your voice faded lastly.
Hello?
I can hear you. This is Selena.
Hello?
Alicia, can you still hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Can you type it?
I can hear you too.
Hello? Can you still hear us?
Yes.
We completely lost connection.
No, but we can hear you.
Sorry. So letters. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you. I think they can't hear us.
So just to repeat what Lemonia just said, there is a general invitation letter that will be sent to all of you with the logistics note. If you need specialized letters that have your passport, I think there's a delay actually. If you need specialized letters that have your name and passport number, you can email Lemonia to request that.
Okay,
I hope
perfect.
You heard that.
Yeah, we heard you. Thank you very much, Alethea. We will give the mic to Elena so you can introduce yourself. I'm so glad that you could join us.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yes. First of all, my apologies for not being able to join you in time. No, what is this? I had some technical difficulties, but I'm very glad that I was able to make it, even though it's late. Yes. I just to make a little introduction of myself, I'm Elena Marcelino, and I am with the Planning and Program Guidance Unit here at New York headquarters, and I'm really very excited that I would be able to join you in this training of trainers on RBM. So we would welcome any questions that you may have, and we hope that we would be able to have a productive exchange of, knowledge and also experience in the application of RBM, not only for training purposes, but also the application of RBM in key processes within our organization and in our work with our partners. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I see that Navim has also joined us, and I would, thank you, Elena, for your introduction. And Navim, if you're online and you can hear and participate, I would ask you to say a few words and introduce yourself. Navim? Okay, we also have a question on RMS, which is the components of RMS that the training will focus on. If either Navim or Elena, you can respond to that question.
I would defer to Navin on this.
Yeah, it's just that I don't see him with a mic. I don't know if he can participate. He doesn't have microphone, so he will not be able to speak, apparently, from what I hear. Navin, can you type the response so we can send it to participants, so we can read it? Okay.
He's not able to even send something. Okay, maybe I can just provide some general, description of what the component in RMS will cover. No, of course it will provide what is.
Hey, Alicia, I can talk about what is going to be covered.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, go ahead, please, both Aletia and Elena.
Aletia. Did we lose her?
I think there's she had written that there is a lot of delay. But I see that maybe Navim, but let's see. Okay. Navim, can you...
Please go ahead with Elena, because I think my internet connection is not good and I have a massive delay.
Okay, perfect. Elena, do you want to go ahead?
Actually, I was about to suggest that maybe this is something that we can deal with a little later, just so if Navin would be able to respond to it. Either can we post a reply later on?
Absolutely, yes, of course. We will make sure that we include this information in the, unless he can speak now. Yes. Okay, Naveen, go ahead if you can, if we can hear you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Great. So sorry, I just joined in. So I can see some questions right now, and one of them is on the RMS. So you want me to respond to that?
Yes, please.
Right. So which components of RMS will the training focus on? Okay. So we are primarily trying to focus on the three key modules that we have in RMS: the planning module, the monitoring, and the annual reporting, and also look at the different reports, because most of the users are not aware of different reports and dashboards that we have in RMS today, and how can they can use those reports for planning and monitoring and reporting. So we'll look at that, and at the end we'll also be talking about the new modules that we're rolling out next year, early next year. One is the project management module. So we'll talk a bit about that. So primarily the focus is on the planning, monitoring, and reporting. And if you get time, we'll talk about the new things that we're doing next year.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Naveen.
No problem.
I hope this answers the question. I don't know if there are other questions and any other issues you would, any of the facilitators would like to focus on.
Can I come in?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I'm just sharing some of the learnings we had. We recently had a same sort of a session with the LAC region last week, and we found that when we started, I basically went through the basic things which most of the users knew that on the RMS. So what we'll try to do is I will sort of not start looking at what the audience profile is. I will probably not get into the basics of those, because most of you are using RMS and you know how to use that. So I won't be wasting too much of time unless you need that, the basic things about how to navigate through the RMS. And I will start with the more sort of advanced features that we have in the planning, monitoring, reporting. But again, it's up to the audience how you want that sessions to be conducted. But this was based on the feedback and sort of experience, lessons learned from the last session that we had.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Naveen. I think that's it's good to build on our previous experience.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. For me, Alethea, if there are any other questions or anything else that you would like to highlight at this point?
Hi, maybe just one point to highlight. I mean, we'll be sending the agenda later on for Alicia, but for the ToT Phase 2 session during the week of the 23rd, the very important component is that all the participants are already familiar with RBM training materials that you will be going through during this online session. Because this is a ToT, not a normal training or workshop, which means that all the participants will be asked to practice how to present the materials, how to do the session, how to organize training, and then do the training as a trainer. So please don't think that the Phase 2 session suddenly give you all the content to work on. Rather, we expect everyone to familiar with the content already before you come to the Istanbul, so that we can really work on how to organize, prepare the training, how you convey the training and all that. So just please make sure you factor this in your schedule to really study the content during the online session. That's it.
Thank you, Fumiya. This is an excellent point. This is very important because we will not be dealing with the thematic side of RBM in the face-to-face session, but we will have to deliver the training on this. So I think it will be a great moment for consolidating your knowledge, because we know what we know when we have to explain it to others, but it will be necessary for you to have a previous knowledge of this. So let's make very good use of the online sessions to review all these materials, post all our questions and doubts in the online forums, so that afterwards it will be much easier to prepare the sessions. We will start preparations for the sessions in the online phase so that you come more with things organized for the face-to-face sessions. So you will have 2 weeks now in December, and then if you need time to catch up or to go into more in depth into certain aspects, there's also time in December and the first week of January. So we will be introducing specific information and dates as we move on. But it's very, I think this is, thank you Fumia, this is very important to highlight, yes. Alethea, I know that you are not, that it's a bit difficult for you to connect. I don't know if you want to highlight anything. I'm checking, we don't have any other questions from the participants. Okay. Okay, so I think that we will close our session for today. Our next steps, the previous one, Leticia, please. Thank you. Previous slide. Okay, so we will have this webinar available in the ToT site that we just looked at. So if you have any doubts or any other colleagues that were participating couldn't join, they can just look at, listen to it and have all the information. And if there are any outstanding questions that were not answered at this moment, of course, you can send them to us directly and post them in the same forum, and we will be coming back to you with that. Please continue participating and sharing through the course section. This is our home for this course, so make maximum use of it because you will be having access. I mean, everybody will have access, and it's a good way to share knowledge. So we will be announcing other activities or webinars through the platform as well. Okay, we have one more question from Alexandra. Do you want to just write it down? I will not. If you can put it quickly, we can still respond to it. But I don't see that she's that Alexandra is Will the forum space be available the whole week? Yes, the forum space will be available the whole week, and it will be available afterwards as well. So it's better if you can follow up in each week, the topics, so that you don't sort of carry on what you have to do, but it will be available for the whole week starting today, so that you can start reading and responding. So I think that now, yes, we will close our session for today. Thank you so much for participating. We will be in touch, and we wish you the best in this learning journey that we're starting together today. And it will be a learning journey for everybody, and we'll very much look forward to it. So we want to thank you for your participation. This, as I said, this will be available, and thanks also to Alethea, Naveen, Fumia, and Elena for also joining, and to all the participants who have joined today. So have a good rest of the day, evening and afternoon for most of you, and we will be in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.